My head is so bald. Look at me, bro. I'm a freaking goober. Well, what is up, everybody? What's good? We're back with another video here on Wild Rails Tower Defense, and, in today's video, I am going to be showing you all how to, I guess, get high on the endless leaderboard, I guess, easily. So, we all know that the new Endless Tower Defense, not the Endless Tower Defense, the new Endless update just came out yesterday, and, as you can see, well, there are a lot of sweats and tryhards, which, just apparently beat my spot, so now I am actually just barely off the Endless Mode leaderboard. My highest wave was like 109, but I believe I was playing with someone that didn't have, like, crazy units, so I'm probably going to try a bit later today to get a bit farther, but what is it? Yo, is that cup of shoes? Yo, what? Yo, what is this dude doing here? Okay, well, I guess bro made a comeback. Okay, well, so yeah, basically, I'm going to be showing you all how to, I guess, get on this leaderboard the easiest way possible. Now, all I'm gonna say before I start this video is that, this is, like, in reality, there is really nothing I can, like, as much as I would want to make this the easiest tutorial ever, in order to really get on this leaderboard and get the new unicorn unit, you really need to have a good team. So, although I am going to attempt to make this as easy as possible and as cheap as possible, it is still not going to be incredibly easy. So, you know, if you are more of a new player and still want to get it, I recommend trying to grind or something like that because, well, this takes quite a bit of good units that you might not have just yet, but I'm sure you can obtain once you start grinding a bit more. Now, to start off the whole team, I'm going to actually unequip everything. We are going to be starting with the Golden Horse. Now, I know it's a pretty high, valued unit that's not very cheap, but I find it to be an extremely good starter when it comes to soloing Endless and does really well late game, especially with its very high damage output and high range. So we're going to be putting this on our team. I believe it's only about 2k gold, like that's about its price. So if you do find one for around that price, I'd say definitely try to get it because it is one of the best members on this team. And then next up, I believe we do have, so basically the thing is, the rest of the team was going to be Knight, then, where is it? The Golden Turret Bunny, then Were Bunny. But, the thing is, I didn't really know what exactly to have as the last slot, since, it can kind of go either way. You could probably use something like maybe Jade Vampire, Werewolf, Actually, I think Turret Bunny would work better than Vampire, I believe. Actually, a lot better. So, you could use Turret Bunny. That's like 1.5k plus DPS. The Priest does around the same, but does have less range. Sniper is just out of the question, not very good. I would highly recommend not using any track units as well, and pretty much all legendaries are kind of also out of the question, so, I'd say if you do have, any other gold units, definitely use those. Like, for example, Golden Egginator, Golden Bunny, Golden Were Bunny, even better. Or even Jerwolf if you somehow have it. Also, of course the recording stops. But anyway, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by my recording, I highly recommend you do not use any of the Robux units, as they won't really help you that much. I mean, in my opinion, all the Robux units are incredibly mid, and really just shouldn't be used if you really want to try and get as far as possible. But if they are really the only thing that you have, I guess you could use it. I highly recommend getting either the Arsonist or Gander blocks. Probably the Arsonist more, since it's better with crowd control and burning and all that. But I think for my choice, you know what? I'm gonna go with Turret Bunny. Just because I like the extra range and the DPS, I believe, just a little bit more. You could also definitely use Werewolf, but I believe it does have a less placement amount and less DPS as well as a lower range. So, and it's also a lot harder to get. Like, Turret Bunny is a lot easier to obtain and is still definitely very reliable. Now, all the units on this team should be pretty easy for you to obtain. I would probably exclude the Golden Horse, of course, though, since, you know, it's pretty expensive. If you don't have the Golden Horse, I guess you could probably use something else that's decently cheap. I don't really know what else is out there. But if you also are you aren't as experienced as maybe like you want to be, and or also you just want to get endless like a highway of an endless mode just for bonds. You could also just use you know, a less good team, I guess. Like, for example, use Wolf as your starter. Use any of the mythics, any of the golden units, just if you want to get to a high wave. Um, so yeah, I think if you want to change out Golden Horse with like Wolf or something just as the starter, you don't really care about getting on the leaderboard, you could do that. Also, if you do have Nikola Tesla, 100% use that. If you were to use it in placement of anything on this team, it'd probably end up being the Turret Bunny, considering that Were Bunny is way better. Same thing with like Golden Turret. Knight is definitely a must-have. It is actually one of the best endless units in the game right now, so I highly recommend using him. Alright, so that is going to be it for our team, and now we can hop into endless mode and see what's popping here. Now, I don't want to like leak anything. I'm not gonna leak anything, but y'all know how I've been absolutely obsessed with this game, right? So I have been basically using a lot of my ideas to, I guess, benefit this game, and basically, some of you might know that I believe, yeah, May 10th, this Saturday, will be the new pass update featuring an entire new season pass, an entire new, like, I guess, event. Not really event, but like just a new season. And I've basically been working with the devs to come up with ideas and stuff. I mean, I spent like 40 minutes just like writing an entire essay on the entire new season, all the limited units, season pass, maps, Robux units, everything like that, detailed. I'm not gonna leak anything, but they did say that they really liked my ideas and are most likely going to implement them. So, you know, if you see the new pass and it's what I came up with, I guess, then yeah, you know that. I don't think anybody cares, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that because, you know, pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Also, if you don't have the 3x Game Pass, then you're pretty much fine. But if you are going to buy a Robux unit for this match, I highly recommend instead of buying that, you either buy 3x Speed or like other Game Passes, or you can also buy a Robux unit and then sell it for something else. I mean, I don't really know what Arsonist is going for right now, but I'm sure if you bought 2 of them, you could possibly get a Golden Horse. But like I said, I don't really know anything about it. Oh shoot, not this glitch again. So basically, there's this Golden Horse glitch that like you literally can't do anything about, and it kind of like he's like kind of stuck in place and doesn't do anything. But if you do delete and replace him, you should be fine. And also, yeah, you shouldn't die from this. It's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I also highly recommend placing most of your units over here. I will be showing all of my placements. Why does it do that? What? He's just like standing there. I don't. What? Bro, what? Yo, what? Hello? Okay, I'm gonna get down my turret bunny. That's not good. Okay, I guess he's fixed. That's actually really weird. I didn't know that it actually happened that often. So, Actually, my first golden horse placement, I believe, is going to, like, this is going to be, like, a forever placement right here. Because as you can see, I'm pretty sure once he's all maxed out, he should be able to reach a lot of area. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to max you out, right? So, now that he's maxed out, he can cover all of this. So, like I was saying earlier, this golden horse is incredibly good early game, does really good DPS, and has incredible range. So, you don't really need to delete and replace him once, you know, bosses start getting pretty far. I think I'm going to reserve most of this circle for my knights. So I think I'm going to get my next gold horse right here. I'm going to max him out. And I'm also going to turn back on 2xp here. Also, yeah, if that horse glitch happens again, you just delete and replace it. Shouldn't be that bad. And also, you do not need a farmer at all. Golden farmer, regular farmer, whatever it is. You don't need that at all, especially if you have the golden horse. You should be making a lot of money without it. So, yeah. Also, if you do want to make this go a lot faster, I'd say maybe get some, like, knights up front to just spawn kill, basically. So it goes a bit faster, saves a little bit of time. But definitely, once the waves start actually getting hard, I definitely recommend turning off auto skip and placing your stuff more in, like, better spots. But for the were bunny spot, wait, how much? I didn't really I've, like, never ever used were bunny. Okay, that's actually not that bad of a placement. Yeah, I don't really use were bunny that much, so I'm gonna see if I can, like, do this too. Because, yeah, I do not use this dude at all, so I do not know what he's actually like. How many can you place as well? You can probably only place 3. Oh, no, you can't. You can place more. Okay. I mean, better for us. Only problem is that he actually can't reach the full circle, which, you know, isn't horrible, but... Wait a second. Can I... Yes. Wait, so, one thing that I also really like about this game is that you can kind of place your units in each other, so they don't, like, take up, like, more space. So, like, I could place 2 in each other, and then they both have that good range. Okay, so yeah, you can only place 4 max were bunnies. How much range? Okay, 17 range. How many can you place? 3? What? Damn it, that's kind of low. But I guess, you know, we'll survive. I wonder if I can also get them here. Hold up. Yo, what? Okay. With my newfound knowledge, I'm going to place all these guys, like, in each other. Look at this 100 IQ incredible strategy, bro. This is some Einstein level stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Alright. Yeah, also, like, the reason why I'm doing this video, some backstory, is because instead of just doing some, like, priest showcase, like, oh my goodness, new priest unit, so crazy, I wanted to, like, actually help you guys, because, like, you know, I know getting on this leaderboard might not be that easy. Okay, yeah, enough yapping. I think we're kind of... yeah, they're getting a little bit far, but we should be fine. Also, the fact that you can place 5 knights is so incredibly overpowered. Like, if you just abuse the knight, you could easily get to a far wave. Why does he walk like that, bro? Oh my god. So goofy. Okay, all my golden turret bunnies are maxed out. I think, yeah, that's actually a pretty good placement. So, I also definitely think you should try and take advantage of the regular turret bunny's range, since it has a lot better range than some other units. Okay, so you can only place, yeah, you can only place 3, alright. And then you know what, I'm also gonna, what if I just get all 3 of them up here? I feel like that'd be smarter. Because, like, another thing is that, like, you don't want to place all your stuff too far back, because then once enemies start passing by, you're not going to really have anywhere to, like, delete and replace. So, yeah, just always try to do that. Yo, I have like so many people DMing me right now. And I don't want to ghost them, bro. I'm in the middle of a recording, okay? Alright. So now that we have our golden, okay, hold up. I want to see, can Golden Knight reach the full circle? No, he can't. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get, oh my god, bro, oh my god, I had to deal with something real quick, and literally the moment I get back, the boss is already like getting really far. Okay, my bad. Yo, what the heck? Yo, bro, what? I literally look away for like 2 seconds and there's entire like empires chasing me. Oh my. Okay, knights. See, this is why you use knight. Really good area control or crowd control, same thing. Look at this. All 5 knights doing incredible damage. Only thing is, what's not incredible is the fact that I'm kind of leaking here. But we should be fine. I'll put on 2x speed anyway. And then once this is all, like, everything is placed, I guess I'll just, like, fast forward to the part where I guess we die. So, using this strategy, I think you should be able to get to around wave 100, if not, like, you know, somewhat around there. Alright, hold up. Okay, now, horse. So I'm gonna get all my golden horses down. If I get one here, okay, yes, perfect. Alright, so I can get a bunch of them down here. So yeah, once you get to around wave like 55 or so, even 50, I highly recommend you stop auto skipping and you just have like your 2x or 3x speed on, because the waves really start to get a bit tough around there. So yeah. Alright, let me get my second golden horse here. Okay, so everything should be maxed out in place. All of our knights are in their correct spots. And now really all we can do is wait, I guess. Now, if you do want to, you can probably also place the knights here and they still fit and they, you know, reach more. I just thought that it would be a little bit easier to do it in, like, you know, like the circle area, but if you really want to get the best placements possible, you can definitely do this as well. Alright. Okay, so, you know what? I'll leave the 2 knights there. So yeah, this is gonna be my setup for now, and I'll see you all when we get to the last wave. Alright, so we have just passed wave 84 right now with the where Tesla 2 going down. Now, I really hope we get to wave 100, but I mean, enemies are getting pretty far. Now, like I did say earlier, if you do want to sell and replace your units like in the back, that is definitely a very good idea. But if you also just want to do this purely for the bonds, then I guess you could just AFK it, wait till you die, and then, you know, do it all over again. But if you do want to get on the leaderboard, I highly recommend keeping an eye out on your game, just in case any like enemies get by. Now, right now we should be able to get to wave 90, but I don't know about 100. Either way, if you do get to only wave 100, you probably will not be on the leaderboard, but if you do have better units than this team, I'm sure you can get to a decent, I guess, wave. So, also, if you do just want to try and maybe afford, I mean, like buy better units to create a better team, that's also another option. I'm pretty sure Unicorn is going to be in the game for quite a while, so, you definitely do have a lot of time. But, yeah. Now I guess we have to wait. Why are they still sending out enemies with like 80 health and then enemies with like a billion? I don't understand, bro. Well, see, this is also why Knight is an incredibly... As I was saying before my recording stopped, like the 5th time this video, this is why units like the Knight are so incredibly good for Endless mode, since they're able to do damage to all of the enemies on the path. And with Endless having a lot of enemies, crowd control definitely matters a lot. Now, all I can say is that my unit ideas for the new pass include quite a bit of area damage units, so all I'm going to say is that Endless might become just a little bit easier with the introduction of them. But yeah, I guess now we just have to wait and see if we get beat by these really buff dancing werewolf test tube emerald mask brains. Yeah, I never thought I'd say that in my entire life, bro. So thing is, I kind of like looked away for like 1 minute, and yeah, so I got to like wave 99 or something, and I died. And I literally clicked back on the tab right when the boss was like right here. There was literally nothing I could do. So lesson learned: don't look away from Endless for more than 1 minute at a time, because you will die when you least expect it. But hopefully that helped you all with the whole team building and stuff. My personal team for Endless, if you do have the units, what the meta team probably is. I mean, I'm sure the meta team definitely does have Tesla in it. Well, how good is Unicorn? I mean, Unicorn's actually kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, my team right now for the Endless, I believe, is Gold Horse, Jerwolf. I think, yeah, this is my team for Endless right now. But I'm sure, wait, hold up, how much you do? I'm not gonna lie, I honestly feel like Golden Egginator is better than Jerwolf, but because Jerwolf is rare, I just use it. Actually, it's not rare. Hold up, what? But yeah, so I would probably replace Jerwolf with Tesla if I did have it, but I don't. So actually, not gonna lie, I kind of feel like Knight is probably the way to go. I mean, you can place 5 of them, and it's like it has some really good DPS. And honestly, the low range on Jerwolf and, okay DPS, it kind of makes it, mid. So I think this is probably my meta team, but I'm sure once you switch out the Golden Egginator for Tesla, you should have the meta team. Also, maybe Golden Horse isn't on the meta team. Maybe maybe you can afford something better earlier on. I don't really know. But hopefully you all enjoyed this little tutorial video, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. Goodbye. Yeah, have a great day. Friday's tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, yeah, goodbye.